Hello everyone. Thanks for joining. It's good to have you here. Thanks for joining. Hello. Oops. Okay, next try. Let's try again. Maybe this time it will work. Let me see. I think that tonight we can do the release for the new plants. It's a server-only release, so it doesn't require any updates on the client because the new system is already functional. It will require a server restart, but apart from that, it should be good to go. So hopefully we will have it. Let me see if no, yes, no, maybe. Let's try again. Hello everyone. Welcome, good evening, good afternoon. Hey, for another plane shift stream here. So, as I was saying, the modeling of the new plants is pretty much completed. Thanks to Resildren again for the work he did on this. It helped a lot, and pretty much, I mean, we have only one area left that I was doing now, so we can just join in and do it and finish it. And after that, we can release it, right? Releasing it basically is an export of data. So I will have to dump 2 of the database tables, zip it up, move it to the server, clean up the existing, try not to do any mistakes and deleting other stuff, like the fishes, for example, that are sitting in the same table. So we have to be a bit careful on that. So we have to think the right queries and stuff. And yeah. And then restart the server and see if it works, right? That is pretty much the plan for tonight. Now, I didn't populate all the areas because some are really not terraformed enough to plant some seeds, right? In particular, we have a Aralot area which is really in bad shape at the moment. The Cup of Langs, which is basically a giant plain. The northeast border, I think the northeast border is not too bad, but I would like to wait a bit before going there. And then we have these 2, large east and large west, that I'm basically substituting with better sectors. And these were 2 very large areas. They in the past were not really well defined, but now with the new city, the mountains in the middle, the plains, some of the roads, stuff is getting more and more defined. And so I think we can abandon this too for better sector definition, right? And this is what I'm gonna do. So let's jump directly into this so that we can move on and do the work that we want to do. And let's go. Let's go, boys. Okay, I was doing the Ptero Arena, which obviously doesn't exist, but the area exists. And I was looking at what do we have at the moment, right? So in this area, I think I placed pretty much I placed already a few. Let me see, because I was doing it just now, but I have to refresh my memory 1 second. So at the moment I placed only 1 plant. Okay, only 1 plant. And we have to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Let me see. Yep, pretty much. Okay. Okay. So let's go with the fire lantern flower. So I will change this 127. I will change this 127 with fire lantern flower. I also have to change this number, which is actually the pointer to the right ID. Which is 5045. Right. 5045. Okay. Okay, so now this one is I think I need to restart the server though, or not. Would be a good idea. Would be a good idea. So we restart clean. How are you guys today? What's up? I've seen on X Elon Musk crying because people hate him now. I mean, is that hard to understand? I mean, I don't know. I mean, he made some horrible tweets in the last 3 months, 4 months. I mean, it's been an escalation. I don't know if you follow him on X, but I do, and I really liked him in the past when he was just doing his technology stuff. But in the last 3-4 months, he became another person, really. So it's insane. There was one tweet in particular, right? Well, 2 or 3, let's say, but when he was really speaking vocally about Ukraine, and he was saying that Zelensky has 4% support, right? It's something that also was echoed by Trump, that Zelensky has 4% support, that he will lose any election, that he's a dictator, that is not willing to hold elections because otherwise he will lose, right? So when he started to tweet that with his main account, to me it was gone, right? To me, that person is gone in my life, really. So completely gone. Like zero trust for him now, and zero interest in whatever he's saying. Is basically saying bullshit all the time. Because when you see that he's, explicitly lying just to sustain an ideology, is really bad. I really liked him. In the past. I really liked him. I think that he did fantastic things with different companies. And yes, he's a bit of a weird person, but I mean, I don't judge people because they are weird, or because they speak weird, or because they cannot articulate well, or whatever. So I never consider his mental disability or ability, if you will, a problem, right? I never did. But there are some tweets in the last 3-4 months. I mean, not some. I mean, the majority of the tweets, the majority of his tweets that are absolutely unacceptable, right? Like when he's saying Canada is not a country. I mean, he tweeted from his main account, Canada is not a country. I mean, why you should do that? I mean, it's so stupid. I mean, to do something like that, it doesn't help anyone. You are just collecting hate, right? So it's just a way to attract more hate on you. I don't understand. I mean, at the beginning, I was really thinking that his account was hacked, and someone else was posting by purpose to destroy his image, because I mean, I didn't see how it could have been different, right? but no, it seems. I mean, I'm still in kind of doubting, right? I'm still doubting that there is him, but I mean, if he's aimed, that's a suicide. Is a complete suicide strategy. Is a complete suicide strategy. He posted like a few minutes ago, right? Why people are burning Tesla cars? I just run technology company. He said something like, I just run technology companies. Why people are doing this to me, right? And I don't understand if he really does not understand or doesn't see what he's posting, right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you make yourself hated by everyone, then shit happens, you know. So I don't know. I mean, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. It's incredible the way he changed and the way now he's surprised, right? And the way now he's surprised that that people hate him. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's thinking. It's incredible. I mean, it's like baffling. I mean, it's beyond any reason. It's not reasonable. I don't know. And again, some of the tweets that he made to me are completely unacceptable. I mean, unacceptable at the level that completely disqualifies the person, right? Completely disqualifies the person. I mean, it's not just you know, an opinion. You can say, okay, someone may have an opinion, you have a different opinion, it's fine, right? It's not a problem, right? You may be the opposite political spectrum, you may, but there are some basic things, right? That you cannot ignore completely like that, right? You cannot say that Zelensky is a dictator, right? Or that Zelensky has no support and is stealing money, right? So, I mean, these are the typical Russian propaganda talking points, and it is even more annoying, right? Because there is people dying due to the fact that Russia invaded another peaceful country, and you have someone that is just saying, you know, that is just going against the person that is defending himself, right? Ukraine is defending itself on his own land, right? So yeah, I think that those positions that he took, and I think he took them, I don't know why he took those positions, but I think those kind of positions, including the Canada one, including other, you know, like the AFD in Germany, like the Hungary position, I don't know, he took, you know, or like the Romania thing. I mean, bro, you are a billionaire living completely in another country. You have no idea of how things go there. Why you have to speak on that? Why you have to speak on these things that you know nothing about? Okay, maybe you researched a bit. Okay, nice. Okay, you researched a bit, but why you have to go and speak about that, right? Just keep a neutral stance. And I mean, you have companies worldwide that are, you know, making products for everyone, right? And so you as a businessman should never take extreme positions, right? Businessmen never take extreme position. I mean, they may sometimes, but it's super rare, right? Because their customers is basically potentially every human being. So you cannot say I hate this or that, because you are just gonna cut your market completely, right? I don't understand why he doesn't get that. Why he doesn't understand that? It's so simple, right? It's so simple. Stay out of politics, stay out of that stuff. I mean, it's so simple, right? And now he's surprised. He's saying, oh, why people hate me? Well, you basically ask them to hate you. I mean, you ask it pretty strong. I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's a pity because he's doing a lot of stuff on, you know, with Starlink, with Starship, and all of that. I mean, it's a lot of innovation. It's something that was not possible in the past, and now it is possible. So he's doing. I mean, his companies are doing anyway very good, but you cannot swing like that, right? You cannot swing like that. It's suicide. It's complete suicide. Anyway, I don't know. I didn't see the Tesla stock today, but it's continuously going down. So let me see this Tesla stock today. Tesla stock price. It went up and down a bit. Because a few days ago it went back up, right? Then it went back down now. So he's on a trend of destruction, of self-destruction. And yeah, I really don't know why they're doing this. I mean, it's like ridiculous. But anyway. Anyway. 137. This 137 we need to delete. And we can create a new one. So the new one will be resource add. What do we need to add? Purple orchid stem. Purple orchid stem. 1. Okay, so the resource is created here now, and we're gonna spread it. I think in this area. This area seems to be a good area to me. I think it's nice. So we do add sub 413. I want to have at least 5 locations for each of the flowers. Four or 5 locations, so that yes, another thing that we need to do, we need then to set yeah, we need to set all the meshes. This location is a bit evil, not very easy to see. But there is the road here. Well, if it's close to the road anyway, people may see it. Anyway, guys, if you create a company, my suggestion is don't become publicly vocal about anything that is contentious, right? It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. I mean, you can keep it for yourself. You can speak with your friends, you know. You can have it. Obviously, you can have any opinion you want, but don't make it public, because at the end it just hurts your business. And anyway, if you are a billionaire, you know, maybe do some good stuff for people, right? So you can do it. It costs you nothing. Costs you literally nothing. So okay, so we have 5 locations, which I think is good. Okay, 5. So this one is done as well. We have 3 left. Can we go in another place, like a bit more far away? Because these one are all across the road, very close to each other. Can we put some next to the river, for example? Yeah, exactly. I already see some here. Spine dew. Spine dew is one of the things we have to put? No. Spine dew is not one of the things we have to put in this level. So we have to delete all 3, but maybe before deleting, let's see where they are. Okay, so one is here, Riverside. I think Riverside is always good, even if the other side seems to be better than this side. Seems to be a way larger area, or not? Yeah, I think it's a bit of a hard spot, this one. I think I prefer probably to go this way. Crap, didn't make it. Jump was too long. We didn't make it. There are always some places where you can go up, actually. I mean, usually our coast is like reasonable. Okay, so I think we can delete all those and just create here some new locations. Yeah, let's delete all 3. So we have... I think I will delete them all. There are 3 kind of leftovers, right? So 238, 238, 237, and 128. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we will delete all 3. Done. And now we place our new flower. We place our new flower. $414. So here we have no road. It's kind of a flat area. Maybe terraforming in the future. So I'm trying to stay on the sides more than on the middle, because the middle probably will be terraformed, or we will have some villages, some tribes, something in the future, right? So and I don't want to change these locations a million times. I think I will have to check them all again one day when we do the terraforming, but it's fine. Okay. I think that's good. I don't know why I'm not creating a shortcut for this. I think I should, huh? Okay. Yeah, I think I should. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do it from the beginning. So I don't have to type. But anyway, hello, victim. Hey, welcome back. It's nice to see people coming back. I'm good. Today we released this new functionality of the plants, right? Hopefully, if I make it in time, but we are good on schedule for now. We have only few plants left to put down, and then we can release it. Which is nice. It's always nice to release something new. Okay, I'm deciding basically the locations of these plants, right? And I think along the river is always a good idea because people will search along the river anyway. So, or wherever there are landmarks. So this is south. Yeah, we have to go south basically. Maybe let me do this. Let me go south at least 200 meters or so. Okay. I just teleported myself. 200 meters. There should be an area that is slightly larger here along the river, but it may be wait, it may be a bit far away. Probably after this curve. Yeah, exactly after this. Yeah, it's down there. Yeah, exactly, it's down there. I think I want to go. Let me go there. I don't know if here is a good place. I kind of like the place. I think this border is very nice and elaborate. Let's see if there is something we can use down there. Otherwise, we will use this. Here, these mountains are very vertical. Nah, probably no one will come here. Nah, that is not a good place. I think we can use this one. Yeah, this one I think is a bit, I mean, it's not the simplest place to reach for sure, but I think is a good one. So we will use it for our new resource. Glaboria. Okay. Glaboria. $415. I really hope this thing works, by the way. But we can fix it. In case it doesn't work, we can fix it because it's server side only. The stream is crashing. Usually when people ask questions, they already disappear when I give an answer. Yeah, that's very, very often. Is buffering. Right. It's not working, guys. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. No, it's there. I can see it. I can see it on Twitch. I can see it on YouTube. So it seems to be good to me. Nope. I think no. Are you spamming? Oh yeah. There's someone spamming my Discord DMs. Say we can be live for 1 minute. I don't know, maybe something went bad for a second. Could be. May happen. It may happen. It's okay, we can continue. It's fine. I don't know, I checked on Twitch and YouTube and it was up, but maybe it was already restored, right? Maybe it was already restored. Okay. So we added also this. How many locations we added? Let me see. 4 or 5, probably 4. Yeah, here the positioning is not really correct though. Here the positioning is a bit fucked up. I think it's due to the fact that, what is this? This is Ptero Arena. Ptero Arena 09. I think 09 is not good enough. Let's try 093 and see what happens. Yes, maybe 092. Yeah, it seems definitely much better. Okay, now I think it's correct. Now I think the position is correct. Okay, we placed how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations, so it's good. 5 locations. Done. We have one last plant. Where do we put it? One last plant. Let me try. So if I put my back there, so I look at the river, right? Yeah, if I look at the river and I go up, and then we go straight. Yeah, there are a lot of mountains in front of us. True. But it seems to be something this direction. Wow, there's a giant. There's a giant gorge. Uh-oh. Nah, that is not. Well, in theory, it is usable. But I don't think I want to put plants here. Okay, no. Let's say that here is not a good idea. Let me try. Okay, so here is the river, right? Yeah, here is the river that goes there. So if I go this direction, which is west, yeah, if I go west, let me see if we have any more terraforming done or not. If we don't, we just leave it until it's terraformed. Nah, this part is not really terraformed, guys. This part is a bit of an empty land of no one. It's a bit of an empty no land. So probably I'm gonna skip the last plant. Let me see how many of this one we have. 4. Fuck. So we need to place it. Yeah, 4 is not much. We have to place it. The problem is that this area is not really in good shape. It's not really in good shape. As you can see, it's all rounded hills, but not the good ones, right? The bad ones. So the road is there. So we are not too far from the road. Okay, I think we can use then this flat area. But I don't think it is flat. Okay, let's try to use this one. Okay, let's use this one. I'm not super happy about this area because it's really a bit middle of nowhere, but fine. Let's do it. That is 416, huh? $416. Bam ba bam ba bam 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 bam. You say we're implementing herbal plant pickup? Yeah, we have herbalism in the game, yes. We have herbalism in the game, and people in theory can find plants, but there are not enough spots at the moment in the game. And so people are a bit frustrated that they cannot find the plants. True that they become more rare, but I think at the moment are too much rare. Okay, so how many we added? Bum 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 bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's okay. Okay, so we added all the plants. Incredible. Cannot believe it. Okay, we added all the plants. So Terra Arena is also done. It will need more terraforming, but I think it's okay. Okay, now we need a real plan on how to do this. Now the map is 6 times bigger. Yeah, at least. Yeah. I come with another problem. I have a tube setup with complex collision enabled. I'm wanting the player to fly through it, and if a player touches the tube walls, they get damaged. Even if we look people inside the collision component, but for a tube I think it's more complicated. No, if you use complex collision is okay, but you have to model it both sides, right? So you need a tube with a hole in it, right? And you need to... No, it will work. It will work. It's not a problem. You have to make you have to make a cylinder, right? So you make a cylinder, and then inside the cylinder you make another cylinder. Where is it? You make a cylinder and then another cylinder, right? And then you boolean this to this, right? You boolean subtract, right? And yeah, and then you apply, right? Okay, so here you have your thingy. So if you, and now, I mean, if you want, you can scale it, obviously. You can scale it on the Z how much as you need, right? So depending how long it should be. But, and you can then, you know, make it, whatever, right? You can, I mean, if you have to make it a bit of a puzzle, right? You can, oops. Why? What the fuck is going on? Why is not taking the inside? It's kind of strange. But anyway, for some reason it's not taking the inside. But yeah, so you make a cylinder like this, right? And then when you export it, you will say complex collision, right? And this will actually collide only when you touch it, yes, with complex collision. No, simple collision you cannot use. You have to use complex collision. Simple collision you should never use. You can remove it if you want. You can go and remove the simple collision. You delete simple collision. The complex collision is damaging the player. Okay, I just inside delete face and bridge edge loop. Okay, but in Unreal, the simple collision blocks the entrance. No, you remove it. Remove the simple collision. Remove it. You can remove it. You can remove it. If you go in Unreal, there should be remove collision, and you remove the simple. You only keep the complex. So it will not block you the entrance. It will not block the entrance. Okay, so now what we need to do let me take the because we have a mission, we have a mission for harvesting. We have a mission for harvesting. Harvesting 2, harvesting 3. Okay, so this is the stuff that we did the last time. Now basically we have to place new plants spots, right, on all the maps, and this is what we did, right? This is the incredible work that we did. So it's done. Place new plant spot on all the maps is basically done. And now we need to plan how to proceed, right? So we have to set the mesh for all the plants, where the mesh means the spawn mesh, right? Yeah. We have to set the spawn mesh for all the plants. That is already a bit of a work in itself. Then we have to set on the father resource we have to set the probability. Don't even remember if we use it. Yeah, we have to set the active locations and the amount. And the interval as well. So So we have to set the active locations. The collision of the mesh is not the issue, but how to damage the player if they touch the inside of the tube, like operation on the board game, because most meshes can just place a collision component over the object and damage the player. It's a little more complicated. No, you can do it on collision, no? You have, I mean, how to damage the player? Is the problem on the player or the problem on the mesh, on the tube? Because on the tube, I mean, you just do a collision, right? On collision of the tube with your capsule or whatever you want to collide with for your player, and then you trigger the damage. I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem you're facing. Okay. So we have to set the we have to set I think I underestimated the amount of stuff I have to do to release this. Yeah, this is really not enough in terms of explanation. This is really not enough, because in reality if you want the plan to always be available, then leave it as further as then do not add any children to it. If you want to use the new spawn random spawn system, then add a new child object, a new child resource in I don't even know if we have this table in the database, in the wiki. I think we don't have it, but it's basically this one is the natural resource items, right? Natural resources underscore items, natural resources underscore items, natural resources underscore items. Yeah, I think we don't have this table documented, unfortunately. This will make the main resource just a container. Nothing will spawn there. And the system will select at random one X locations to spawn, where X is defined by natural resources. What active locations? I think it is. Natural resources. Yes, active locations. Right. Active locations. Then natural resources amount will define how many times you can harvest that resource before it's depleted. Is depleted, right? So when it's depleted, it will disappear, and the game will wait, right? Will wait the interval and max random. Will wait interval plus max random. I think this is milliseconds for whatever reason. Milliseconds, right? Milliseconds before spawning a new one in an empty and a non-active location, right? Exactly. My head is stuck. I don't know why my webcam these days is like acting up, but thank you, I reactivated it. Should I do it through the player caption, not the tube? No, I mean, every collision needs two things to collide, right? It's not just that you collide. So if you have your tube, right? Where is it? If you have your tube, I think there was a database. No. Okay. Anyway, if you have your tube and you have your capsule, right? Say that this is the capsule, right? So you need two things to collide, right? So you have to look at the collision setting on the capsule and the collision setting on the tube, because if you say that this collides but this doesn't, the collision will not happen, right? So you need two items to collide. So you need to say that this is colliding, I don't know, with static meshes, and it is colliding with pawn, right? If you don't have it on both sides, they will never collide. So you need it on both sides, right? So both needs to be aware of the other to actually collide. It's like it takes two people to kiss. Well, it's not really true, because you can kiss someone on the cheek and it's not moving. But anyway. So I have to set the spawn mesh for all the plants. I have to set the active locations. I have to set the amount, and I have to set the interval plus max random, right? So this is all the stuff that we actually have to set. And then in the subtable, I don't think we have to set anything. Ah, fuck, the skill level. And the minimum quality and the maximum quality. The skill level, I don't remember if the skill level is read from the... that's a good question. If the skill level is read from the father or the skill level is read from the child. I think skills we need to check. I don't know, I don't remember. So yeah, if the collision is not triggering, check both objects, right? Okay. Fuck. Misclicking like a boss. So this is done. Right. Set spawn mesh for all the plants. Wow. How do we do this? That's not super easy. So basically we have to set Well, we need the list of all the plants, right? We need the list of all the plants. Yes. We need a list of all the plants, which is this list, right? And then I need SQL statements to update the database with the new plants, right? Yeah. Okay, I don't know if I want to update only the ones that do not have it, or if I want to update everything. I think just as a safety procedure, I think we should update everything. So let me try to do this. Let me do a select. So if we select, but I need it on this database, right? If I select star from natural resources, right, where item ID reward in and then we need I need a new file. No, I need an empty file, please. Okay, this one is good. Okay. Actually, we don't need star. We need ID. We need reward. We need item ID reward. Fuck. And we need spawn mesh. And we need active location. We need amount. And we need interval. Well, basically everything. And we need max random. Right? Okay, so that is our query. But wait, I have to do it only for the ones that are actually harvesting, right? Because I don't want to touch the it's kind of strange though, why I don't see. No, because I selected by plant. Yeah, I selected all the plants, so yeah, exactly. These are only the plants. Yeah, exactly. I think we can do it like this also for the deletion, by the way. Yeah, I think we can. I think that's the best idea, actually. Best idea. Okay, so yes, as issue, I'm not sure how to set up the collision component for the tube. The default option won't tell. The possible workaround is adding 4 collision boxes. No. You have to use complex collision. Look. If you go to any object, right, you have to use complex collision. That's what you have to use. So if you have any object, this one blob number 2, right? This one blob number 2, right? Imagine there is your thingy, right? Your tube. So in collision preset, right, here at the bottom you have collision complexity, right? And you have to say use complex collision as simple, right? Use complex collision as simple. If you do this, it will not use the simple, it will use the complex as simple, right? Use complex collision as simple. So this is the option you need to use, and you don't have to use any 4 boxes or whatever. The blueprint for the collision component. Do you have a collision component? You don't need a collision component. You have the capsule. Use the capsule. Use the capsule of your player. You don't need a collision component. That's overdoing it. So you have your character, right? You have your character, and here is the capsule. So your character will be not colliding like I have it on my project, right? So my character is no collision, right? The actual meshes are no collision, right? You see, collision preset, no collision. So the character is no collision, but the capsule, right, has a custom collision preset with the stuff that I want, right? So you have to set the capsule to actually collide with whatever is your tube. If your tube is a war dynamic, I assume, right? Then you should block war dynamic. It is what you should do. Okay, let's check. Can we order by... Are they in alphabetical order or not? Yes, they are. Fantastic. So we can order by nickname, right? Okay, fantastic. Fantastic! This is exactly what I needed. So now Apple 3. Well, Apple 3, I don't know. I mean, it should be Apple. Apple 3. Uh-oh. Apple 3 apples. Yeah, exactly. It should be Apple 3 apples. Should not be Apple 3. Respawning a wall, Apple 3. Well, it's also an idea actually, but my idea was that we have wait a second. No, there is something not computing here. Why we only have 2 apples, right? When in reality we have 1,000,000. Huh? Ah, because this is the father. Yeah, but even the father, we have more than 2 for sure. What? We only have 2? Well, maybe we only have 2 really. One second. Apple is BD Road because I couldn't place it. Yeah, I have Idla. Let me think about this. Apple. Yeah, Apple Homestead is not there. Apple Delver is not there. Apple BD Road is there. Apple Idla is there. Yeah, exactly. We only have 2. Yeah, so it's correct. Yes. We only have 2 locations at the moment. Yeah. You have done it wrong. I made the environment element into an actor. No. The environment, the level should be the level. I mean, depends how dynamic it is, right? If you want to generate different tubes at runtime, yes, then they should be actors. The tube should be an actor, but if it's fixed, then you can use it as a normal static mesh. Depends what you need from it. But if he's an actor, it's the same. It's the same reasoning I told you. It's identical. It's a bit strange that here we are spawning a full apple tree, right? I don't understand this too much. I think we were spawning the actual apple. No? 2209. No, I don't understand. I don't understand how it may work then. Now I don't understand how it works. Oh fuck, there is a problem. Wait a second. This may be a problem. So, for example, right, if I go in Delver, I'm a bit confused. I'm a bit confused, but I will find out why. No, but I cannot teleport Delver. I have to teleport exactly in the location where that thing is. I have to teleport exactly. GG, finding the apple now. Bro. I know I have it here, wait. Apple. No, but apple in Delver, we didn't place it. Okay, let's go Idla, Idla apple. Okay, Idla apple is here. Okay, I found it. And this is the... Wait. But I think this one is where the apple... Exactly. I spawned in the wall 3. He's spawning the wall 3. Ah. Ah. But the 3 is without apples. What? While here I have the apples. You see the apples? Bro, I'm super confused. Okay, let's try to harvest it. Let's do this. Let's set that apple. That apple is 685. In group 630, right? $685 in group 6. Yes, this line, right? Yes, this line. So the father is this one. And the father has apple 3. Okay, let's do amount 1 for a second, okay? Let's do amount 1. And let me restart the server. Let me also avoid loading NPC and all of that because it's taking too much time to reload. Repopulate NPC. Actually, repopulate NPC is false. Okay. An item is false. There is another repopulate NPC true after the false. Okay, that's why. Okay. I don't know if we can release it tonight because there is more work that I didn't actually consider. I wanted to release it now, but I think it needs more work, so it will be probably tomorrow because I don't understand how it's possible that we see the apples there. That's very, very, very strange. So it is amount 1 and is active location 1, right? So actually spawned only 1 3. Okay, I understand that. But why we see the apples? I don't really understand that. Bro, we see the apples. Okay, anyway. If I harvest this, and I harvest it 1 time, right? This should disappear. It did. It disappeared together with the apples. What the fuck? Ah, because it's a BP. Stupid me. Yeah, it's not this. We are spawning the BP, and the BP also has the apples. Yeah. Okay, so we are spawning the whole thing. Ah, I forgot I did it this way. Yeah, you see, also has the apples. But I don't know if I like this. So this means that the 3 completely disappears. The 3 completely disappears. Wow. I wanted the apples to disappear. Not the wall 3. Okay, for now I think we will be good with this, but in reality this was not my intention. My intention was to keep it separate, but if I have so basically I need the 3 I need the 3 in all the locations, or we have the 3 disappear. I mean, having the 3 disappear is a bit brutal. I think it's a bit brutal, actually. But this means that I don't have the 3 anywhere, even in the farm. Even in the farm. In the farm, we don't have the 3. That is very strange. I think there was one here, no? 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 I remember there were some trees here. Probably they are not spawning because yeah, it's the same. I think it's the same. Yeah, they are here. They are here, but they are not spawning because they are harvested. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're spawning the wall 3 actually. Yup, okay. Well, then fuck it, okay. Okay, then we use the wall 3. But then if we use the wall 3, it means that we can actually place the... we can actually place the trees in Homestead and in other places. No! Okay. Yep. Absolutely yes. Okay, so we do it. I don't really like the fact that the 3 disappears, but I don't have a better way at the moment. And also, I don't know if I think we need I think the best would be to have an active and inactive mesh. So like to have 2 spawn meshes, right? So one spawn mesh is the 3 that basically is the location without fruits, right? And then yeah, so there is like the inactive spawn mesh, and then there is the spawn mesh. I think we can change it this way. I think that would make it much nicer. So we will spawn... I mean, it's a bit more complex because it means that then we need to spawn... but yeah, but pretty much that's the idea. I think it would be a good idea. Because I really dislike the fact that the 3 disappears, right? I really hate it. I don't want the 3 to go away. I want the fruit to go away. Is there a way to get rid of an item permanently that isn't selling? You put it into a furnace. If you put it into a furnace, it transforms into dust. And then the dust, you eat it. No, I don't know if you, I don't think you can eat the dust, but... I mean, in theory, in the old game, everything that you leave on the ground is destroyed. except inside guild houses. Now, I didn't do that in Unreal because I was a bit scary in the migration to delete hundreds and thousands of items. So I didn't do that. But in theory, everything on the ground after some time disappears. But I think it's not enabled in Unreal, if I remember right. So this will work pretty much only for plants, right? But I think it's a good change. I think it's a change I want to do. Does it work also for other stuff like to have like an inactive mesh? No, it works only for fruits. Well, it may work for the hops, right? The hops can be the same. I can have the hops without the fruits. Yeah, it's basically fruits though. How many we have? Because I'm implementing this new functionality just for what? Just for like 3 things. So basically what we are saying is that we are going to create a spawn mesh inactive, a spawn mesh inactive, and a spawn mesh. So the spawn mesh inactive will be the apple tree, this guy, and the spawn mesh active will be the actual apples that are on top of the tree, right? And so when you harvest it, the apples will disappear, but the tree will stay. And when it's respawned again, just the apples will appear, right? And I think that would be much, 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 much nicer. And we can maybe use it also for other stuff. I don't know what, but I cannot think about it now, but I think we may use it for other stuff. So basically we need it for this. The carrot, no. This one, in theory, yes, but we did it differently. We may need it for the hops. Assuming that we have the hops actually separate. Do we have the hops separate? No. No, we don't. I think we have the hops as a single tree. Yeah. We don't have it without fruits, right? We have to create a version without fruits. So in reality, we may need it for the ops, but we don't have the mesh, so we will have to create it, and it's impossible because we have to create a new release. So basically it's only for the apple, because this one is working differently. Yeah, so it's not worth it. Nah, it's not worth it. I think we can do it, but we can do it in the future. I think this could be a future development before the next release. I can put it here as an idea. Add, but no, we cannot do it now because it's only for the apple, bro. Only for one thing. Okay, so we don't do it. But that leaves the dust, yeah. It leaves the dust. True. I can enable it again. I can enable the destruction of items on the ground again, but before doing it, I have to do a lot of tests. A lot of tests. To ensure that we are not destroying like all the items in guild houses and stuff like that, right? But the transient flag was already there in the old game and it should still be there, but I never used it. Okay, so we changed the plan here. We changed the plan. So the plan is that then we allow the full tree to spawn, right? So you will see that you will see the tree disappearing, which is kind of annoying, but fine. Now the only question is, where do we place the trees? Do we want to place the trees inside one house or no? I think it's not nice that you are like stealing, right? Apples from houses. So I think it should be outside of the fences of the houses. So for example, could be, I don't know, here, whatever, right? Okay, so we're gonna do it. So we're gonna add, so resource add apple, and then here, whatever, here, we're going to create a new tree. We will not see it now because it has to be spawned, but and actually we can put them a bit around, right, in any place. I mean, we can scatter them around the village, it's not a problem. Now that we, yeah. Now that we have that, right, we can scatter them as we wish. So you will see the trees appearing randomly. I think it's not bad. I think actually it's not bad. Yeah, but we really need to do the other way in the future. At least for the resources that I have 3. Yeah. Okay. So we did that. So we added it to Delver. And then, okay, so Delver, let me just flag it then. Let me just flag it. A recycling bin would be great. Well, we can do it so that the dust... Are you sure that the dust doesn't disappear in the furnace? We can just make the dust becoming nothing, right? I don't think we need a bin. I think we just need the dust to disappear. Or maybe when you drop the dust, it automatically destroys. Yeah, that's probably even easier. One or the two, right? Or when you drop the dust, the item disappears. Or the dust inside the furnace disappears. Or maybe both. Okay. Yeah, if you can open enhancement request, I think it's a good idea. I think we can do that. Wait, what I'm doing, I lost I'm here. Okay. Yeah, so I have to flag the fact that in Delver I added the 3. Okay. And now I need to check. So Idla Plaza is the same. Yeah, but Idla Plaza is done already. The other was Homestead. Homestead, I think we can do the same. Okay, for now you will see the tree disappearing, which is a bit weird, but it's okay, it's better than nothing. I'm not sure, but the idea is something. Sometimes you want to get rid of the load on the road without littering. Yeah, then we need a transition, as I said. So something that you leave there for more than 10 minutes, unguarded, it will disappear. That I think is the best solution. It was already like this in the old game. I just need to revive it, right? I just need to revive it, but it was already like that. $418. Okay, let's spread some apple trees here or there. Ah fuck, I'm doing a mistake here. I need to display resources because I may put it exactly where I already put other stuff. I think I just did. No, probably not. No, I didn't. Okay, nice. Okay, I think it's fine. We had like 4 or 5 locations, so that's done as well. Okay, good. So we solved the problem in another way, so I think it's fine. We have that spawn automatic. Okay, so now going back to the discussion, going back to what we were doing, right? So now we can say yes. Apple actually has come on. This query, right? Go. Okay. Actually, Apple has this one, yes, as this one as the thing, as the spawn mesh. So if we set this spawn mesh to everything, is good. Black walnut, we don't use it. Blue orchid. Blue orchid is flower group number 6. It is correct or not? Well, I think that if I have to recheck them all, it's going to be long. So we should assume that whatever we have set is correct. Flower 5. Well, I don't know. Let me see. Flower 6. Maybe I have to check them. I don't know. Flower 5 is this, and flower 6 is this. Blue Shan is correct, but blue orchid is broken. Flower 6, huh? No. Blue orchid is this one? Is purple in reality? I mean, it's not blue. Uh-oh. Did we mess up the blue and the purple or what? Purple orchid. Wait a second. Are they inverted or what? Purple orchid is 06. Exactly. No, then the... oh, fuck. Okay, I have to check them all. No! I have to check them all. Because they are not correct in the 3 locations. They are correct probably in the item stats, but they are not correct in the 3 locations. Annoying. So blue, what was it? Blue orchid, huh? Yeah, but if I have to do it manually like this, it takes me like 2 hours. Yeah, the blue orchid is using exactly the same flower. He's using flower 06 actually. So we don't have the mesh for the blue and the purple, so we use the same mesh for both. It's very annoying. If my inventory was not such a mess. In my case, I can delete items just by clicking on delete item, but that's just me. You see, I can drop this and then say delete, but because it is an admin thingy. Look at this candle. Oh no, it's not big. Ah, this one is more big. I like that. We should put it next to the Exiosia 3, by the way, here. I will drop a few. Okay, so if I do /item blue orchid. Okay, it looks blue actually. So do we only have the... no, it looks blue, bro. Why? Okay. I don't understand how it's possible that in the database I see the blue orchid pointing to flower number 6, but when I drop it to the ground, it's not blue. I mean, it is blue. Why? Do I change the... Ah, because I changed the texture. I changed the texture. Yeah. Okay. So we have flower 6 and flower 6B. Jesus. Jesus. Okay, no, we have both. One is 6 and one is 6B. So actually it was correct. Actually, he was correct, my friends. He was correct. So I just checked something that was already correct, but it's fine. Now carrot is this. This seems to be all okay already. Charm flower. I would just assume they are correct, guys. If something is wrong, we can just change it in the database in 1 second. So I would just assume that they are correct. And if they are not, you will tell me and I will fix them, okay? Because otherwise it takes me too much time if I have to go through now and check them all. It is impossible. Dreamclaw is number 7. Dreamclaw is number 7. The only problem is that I changed a few. Let me check this one. This one I'm suspicious. Number 7. Yeah, it's correct. Okay. then what? Then Dupong, we have why there is no spawn mesh? Because we left it empty, yeah? I see. Because it's already on the plant. Eyebright is this, which is group number 8. Which is flower 8. Yes, it is. Feverfew. Okay, Feverfew is Feverfew. So it is easy. Fire Lantern is number 4. Fire Lantern was the Dandelion, no? Yes, this one. Hey bro, I press Ctrl V. Glabori, yeah, this is a bit of an annoying work, but fine, we're gonna do it. We gonna do it! Gobo. Gobo is this. We have some strange names anyway. Ops. Juiceberry, easy. So when I have this list, I can then do a massive update everywhere and fix them all, right? In one query. So this is exactly what I'm trying to do. So I'm putting it here. So then here I will have a sequel, right? I will have a, oops, I think I did something bad. I will have a sequel that says concatenate. And we will go something like update natural resources set spawn mesh, right, equal to this, right, where reward ID item, whatever it's called, item reward ID, where item reward ID equal to this, right? And then this and this, right? Okay, so this will create a man, we have to escape the freaking thing. Is there an escape function in no. There is a replace, but there is not an escape. Google Sheet escape quotes. Regex extract. Oh my god, I can just do replace, bro. Nah, we will do replace. We can do replace. We can do replace. So this will be replace text position. No, not replace. I mean, I need to replace. I need to substitute. I need to substitute inside of this. I need to search for a quote, and I need to change it with a slash quote. Can you do it? Okay, fantastic. Fantastic, exactly what we needed. So we go with G3. Okay. Yeah, so as soon as we have this done, right, I have this SQL, I can run this SQL, and it's working for everything, right? So that will be one query to rule them all. Understand? Ah, I have to change the texture. No, I cannot believe it. No, because it's already with the texture. Ah, okay, nice. Octarfoil. Yeah. Orelifia, we don't have any. Orelifia, we don't have any. Orelifia, we don't have. Orelifia is this shit. I never liked it, by the way. But we had it and so we used it. It's called Stem01. We for sure we have the thingy. What? We don't. No, we have it. We have it 100%. It's just that he has another name. He has another name. He has another name. There it is. There are two as well. There is this one and the 1C. The one and the 1C. The 1C I think is the Sapphire something. So this guy is this. And then there is this one. Well, we will do it when we arrive there. Also the tuber. Oh. Is this thing. So you will see hopefully a lot more plants. Let's see. Purple orchid. Purple orchid is the one we discussed before, right? It was 6 or 6B, I don't remember. 6. Did we use this lantern at the end or not? I think we did, huh? I don't remember where, but we used it, huh? It's very nice. Okay. The mangrove is the only one that we cannot place because it's not a BP, right? I mean, if it was a BP at this point, we could. The mangrove. Ah, we have it as a BP. The problem is that in certain places is really physically there. I have to decide to do it one way or the other. So okay, for now we leave it empty, and but in theory we add it. Yeah. Pity. There is 01B. Yeah. Then we have saffron, which is the 03. Then we have the sapphire whatever, which is exactly the steam sea. And then we have the sickle pod, which is missing. Okay, the sickle pod. Sickle pod. That's very nice. This one is very nice. Okay. What time is it? 11:35. Well, maybe we can still do it. I don't know. Sinafla route. Sinafla route. Also, I don't know why some are called root and others are called flowers and others are called leaf and others are called stem, right? While at the end they are all plants, because I think original is the thing that you extract from it, but I think that is a big mistake that we did. So they should be called all like a flower and then you can extract what you want, but like calling it root, it's kind of wrong. Spine dew. Spine dew. Spine dew. Ay. We don't have it. Why? Oh wow. Also the tree we have it. Also the Dupont tree we have it. We have it full as a BP if we want. Wow. Maybe next time I will make all these ones as a non-static. So we can place them where we want. The spine dew is this one, right? Is the spider flower. Right? I think so. Yes. It was called spider and then we changed it. Because our spiders are not called spiders. I mean, it's, yeah. Okay. This one we cannot. This one we cannot. And then the raspberry hopefully is there. Yes. Okay, so now we have them all, right? We have all the one that we can actually modify. So if I copy this everywhere, and then I copy this everywhere, and then I just delete it on the lines that are empty, because so we don't make a mess, right? And then I launch this script, we are going to update the mesh for everything, right? So every location in the game will now have the proper spawn mesh. Yes. Assuming that my escaping works. Yes. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so now everything is updated. Now we need to set... so we basically did this one. We did set spawn mesh for all the plants. We did this. That's not a nice V. Okay. Set active locations. Now, I think we can go with 2. Oops. I think we can go with 2 everywhere for now. So active locations, I think we can set it as 2 locations for everything. Now, yeah, 2 locations for everything. and amount two locations for everything. I think so. I think two locations for everything. Okay, so we run this. I mean, it's a kind of a test, but I think it's a good test. Okay. Active locations we did. Now we need to do amount, right? Amount is how much how many times you can harvest that particular resource before it disappears, right? Amount is this. Hey, bro, you asked, I said yes, you didn't. Anyway, if we cannot finish tonight, we can finish tomorrow. We are very, very close. We are very, very close. Okay, the amount. So, for example, how many apples, right? How many apples you get from one tree, right? I would say 5. How many blue orchid you get from... why the 5 is not visible? Ah, because you put it on the right side. Okay. How many blue orchid you get, right? From now, we may reduce the number when the flower is a bit more rare or not. I don't know. Because in theory, you know, the flowers are already in harder locations if they are rare, right? Like the Lunabrosia, the Cineflower, the Snow Lily, the Nisinela, the Mangrove. They are already... I mean, we can say like for this ones, we can go 4 instead of 5, something like that. But I don't know if I really want to do this. Snow Lily, Mangrove, Nisinela. Snow Lily, 4. Mangrove, 4. Nisinela, 4. Lunabrosia, Cineflower. There is an option that we have, doesn't mean that we have to use it, right? So we can do everything else 5 and this one's 4. Like how many carrots? I think there is stuff that is more available, right? Like maybe carrots you can get like 7, I don't know, 6, 7. I think they're like, I don't know. Do you have an idea on how to do this? I mean, to me, we can pretty much go 5 everywhere. Pretty much. Maybe 4, just the ones that are a bit more rare, but at the end, it doesn't really make a difference, right? So basically, this is the number of harvesting that you do in one location before that particular location disappears and becomes inactive. You can put anything in the furnace and it's gone after some time. Even dust is gone after some time. Ah, you see? So it's already done. Nice. Easy. Easy life. Easy life. Already done. Oh, merde. Wait, I did a mess. I did it in the wrong place. Set active locations. Wait. So active location and amount should also be for the ones like this, right? Yes. 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 And no. Because this one is basically removed. This one is removed. Let me remove it from the list. This one is deleted. Okay. So now we have set the active locations for all. Right? Let me redo it because I think I missed a few. And we set also the amount. The amount is really for everyone. Okay. Sorry, also the black walnut, let me remove it because this one is also removed. Okay. So we set mesh, active location and amount. Mesh, active location and amount. Okay, now we need to set the interval and the max random. So basically this is the time after which a new resource will respawn, right? Yes. This is in milliseconds. I don't know why it's in milliseconds, but anyway, it is. So 1000 is 1 second, right? In theory, we can also do it differently. Like, for example, the apple spawns quicker than something else, but I don't know. At the moment, what we have in the database? In database, I think the times are very, very long. I think we have like 5 minutes or so. So this one is 700,000, right? So it's 700 seconds. So it's more than 10 minutes. With I think it's too much. I think it's really too much. I think we don't want to, people to camp the resources, but at the same time, we don't want the resource to completely disappear I mean, I think already 1 minute is a lot, right? I think you are not waiting there 1 minute. I think reasonably, I think I would do like 1 minute. You're still there, victim? Good. Work on your project, make it great. Make it the best project ever. So how much time should pass between the respawn of the resources? I think 1 minute is already a lot, because if you think that you stay there standing still 1 minute is already a lot, right? So I think people will not do it. So 1 minute is already much, right? I think we can go like 1 minute plus minus 30 seconds. I think is enough for people to camp. If it's only 30 seconds, I think people will stay there. The problem is that we respawn in another location, right? So it will not respawn in the same place. So like this is a group, right? This is a group of location. There is the father. We will select like 2 locations. No, sorry, it was already done properly. This is the group, right? We select 2 locations that are the red ones. And then when you harvest one, is respawning in another place, right? So I think that the 30 second gives you the time to probably move around and find another location. Depends if I want you to find another immediately or not. Do I want you to find one immediately or not? In theory, no. I don't want you to go forever, right? That's the... I would like you to harvest, then move to another place, explore, move to another place, explore, move to another place, explore. I don't want you to camp a resource, right? Because otherwise it defies completely. So you know what we can do, because we have the interval and we have the max random. The max random is added to the interval. So for example, we can say that the minimum, right, is 30 seconds, right? So if you are very lucky, in 30 seconds it responds. But the max random is up to, I don't know, 5 minutes, right? Well, if I add 5 minutes, the average is 2.5. So on average, you will get it after 3 minutes, which is a lot. But if we have the amount, the active location is 2, right? Now here the active locations we didn't really specify because I just decided to put 2 everywhere, but I think it's good if we see it, right? It's good if we see it. So let me update this to be active location equal to this, right? So there are 2 locations active at the same time, right? So if you run around, right, you run around an area, you will find 2 of them, and each one can be harvested for 5. Will be harvested 5 times. So you will get 10 of those flowers in one run, right? Most likely, if someone didn't harvest it already, right? Now, after how much time I want you to be able to harvest another one? I think 5 minutes is a bit rough. I think I think I will try a max random of 2 or 3 minutes. Let's try 2 minutes. 2 minutes is what? Is 600 what? 60 seconds multiplied by 2. So it's 120,000. Okay. So the minimum will be 30 seconds and the maximum will be 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And in theory, you are already finding 2 there and you can harvest them 5 times. I don't know. I may lower it. I may lower the time or I may increase the amount, right? I don't know how many you need for crafting, right? I mean, I've seen people with stacks of 65, right? 65, 65, 65, 65. So if you have to replicate that, then this number is very low. Then this number needs to become like 10 or 20. $160 instead of no, because this one is randomized, and this one is added on top of this, right? So it's 30 seconds plus 120 seconds maximum. And this one is randomized between 0 and 120. Right? And anyway, your math doesn't work because 120 plus 30 is 150 and not 160. But it's okay. Okay. So now we do update interval, right, with this. Fuck, what happened? Update interval with this. No, I cannot do it. Okay, GG. I have to move it this way. Cannot move it. Hello? Okay, I will just H3, okay. Set interval blah blah blah, and then max random equal to blah blah blah, where blah blah blah, right? This was when Larry was getting married. Incredible, huh? That Larry got married one time. Well, he got married multiple times. Okay, so now you may say, oh, certain plants are easier and so they spawn quicker. I don't think so. I think for now, let's use the same interval everywhere. Let's just use the same everywhere so we don't go crazy, okay? But we can tweak it. We can tweak it later on if we need it. And you see that we have a lot of flexibility in our beautiful code. Why I never have the proper console open, huh? Okay. So we execute this. No. We execute this. You have an error? Because interval is a freaking reserved word. You have to escape it. Believe it or not. Interval is a keyword in SQL. Okay. Done. Okay, now if we restart the server, right? And the problem is that now we have to run around the universe and see what is spawning and what is not spawning. But in theory, this is what we wanted to do, right? We wanted to add the interval. Now the skills on the father and the child. I mean, in theory, I don't want to change the skills required, right? So the skills should stay exactly the same. The skills should stay exactly the same. The problem, I think, is that the skills are not consistent now because I have created empty dummy stuff. So, yeah. So I have to take it from production. I think I have to take from production the skills. I think we have a min-max. We have a min-max skill for each resource. Yes, like skill level. We also have the quality, but I think the quality is always 50 or no? The mean and we also have mean and max quality, but I don't think we are using this, no? Maybe we are. Are we using the quality? I see 50. No, it's 50 everywhere. No, it's 50 everywhere. The quality is 50 everywhere, so we don't vary the quality. Does a failed harvest count against the 5 harvest? It's a good question. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. It doesn't. I remember I tested this, but I don't remember the result, but I think it doesn't. We may increase the 5, we may go to 10 maybe, I don't know. 5 maybe is a bit low. I mean, depending how many you need, right? But yeah, this new system is making the plants a bit more precious, right? A bit more precious. Because before you go in a spot, right, and you harvest forever. You can harvest like 4 hours, right? You stay there like 2 hours and you get hundreds of them. Now that's impossible. You cannot do it anymore. You cannot do it anymore. That was probably when the harvest spots were pick upable item were always quality 50. Yeah, but if you harvest, you get a different number, right? But if I increase this number, because this number I think is used, so if I increase this number, you will get higher quality. I think this one we should leave it at 50 for now. But the skill level, you see that the skill level is different. Like to take an apple, you don't need any skill, or I think the apple is probably 0 or very low, or 10 or whatever. And anyway, you may succeed even if you have 0, right? But I think I need to take this from production and see if this is actually consistent. I have to see if this is actually consistent. But I need what? I need a minimum, I need a skill level. I think we read the skill level. I don't think we read the quality, yeah. I think we read the skill level. So the skill level I need, yeah. So the skill level will be here. This needs a bit of balancing then, but yeah. You will need a bit of balancing, my friends, but it's okay. Okay, let me see. If I look at production, right? I go under rules and I go under, I go under crafting and I go under natural resources, right? And then I take, for example, the apple. The apple, so what is the skill? The skill is skill level. Okay, I see it. Skill level. Skill level. The apple is 10. The blue orchid is 10. We have to check if this is actually matching, but the blue sunflower is also 10. No, wait. I'm looking at the wrong column. Wait. I'm looking at the wrong column. Let's redo it. Restart. Apple 10. Okay. Blue orchid 40. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong column. Blue orchid 40. Blue sunflower 70. Yeah, you see that, like, to harvest this guy is way harder, right? Carrot should be easy, I assume. 20. Charm flower 30. Clacker 40. Couch 60? Wow. Because it's needed for the bows, I think. Dream Close 60. Dupong 60. High Bright 60. Feverfew. Everything is 60. Why? Am I looking at the right column or again I'm looking at the wrong column? No, it's the right column. No, it's the right column. There is a lot of 60. Pretty much everything is 60. I mean, there is like a middle pack, right? Like Laboria is 20. Gobo is 60. Hops is 60. I think there is a lot like is the middle pack, and then there are a few that are simpler and a few that are harder. 40. Lake Mushroom 60. Luna Ambrosia. We can change this in the future, but for now I think it makes sense as it is. Nissinela. Wow, Nissinela 80. Nissinela, does Nissinela matches with the... Yeah, it does. Because it's deeper in the quest, so... I think for now it kind of matches the difficulty. And also the quantity you get. Night Lantern 60. Octark 60. Orilli 60. Everything is 60, boys. Pungent 60. Purple. Purple 60. Red Mangrove 50. Ruby 60. Saffron 60. Saffron 40. No, wait. There is sapphire crystal 60. Sickle pod. Sickle 60. Cineflower 60. Snow lily 20. Wow. Spine dew 60. Three stem 30. It's a bit weird if you are, I mean, looking at the names and where they are and difficulty. Like for example, having this one, the 3-stem fruit is 30. I don't know, but fine, because I think that in the quest. It's not even there. It's only the repeatable. Okay. Well, in theory we can put it as we wish, but I don't want to change that because then it will be too much change in one update, right? So let's change things one at a time. We're already changing a lot. So here we need to change the skill level equal to this. The skill level equal to H2, right? Where? Now, I don't know if he's taking the subcategories as well, the sub-items or not, because actually the sub-item have their own skill level, but I don't think we are considering that, right? But anyway, if I run this query as well, If I run this query as well, we should then be good, huh? Like we have all the updates done. Okay, we have all the updates done. So if I restart the server now, there is my local server, obviously. It can be fun to ask a high level of taking an apple. Anquist can be more, don't disturb so much. And no, Anquist is angry. No, he's angry. Anquist is angry. So he becomes angry if you don't give them the if you don't give him the apples. Bum bum bada bum bum bum. Okay, so we reload everything. So what we want, so the thing that I want to understand if is the skill level on the actual resource is selected. That is something that I have no idea. Like if I take an apple, hopefully we can test it easy. Apple, right? Apple is group 550. Come on, I don't know why he's adding that. Group 550, right? Right. So the skill level in the sub resource is 60 and here is 10. So that should be easily visible, right? So if I go to this apple, assuming that it's spawned, because now the problem is that it may not be spawned, right? But they're all close to each other, so I think we can find it. Okay. So if I teleport myself here, which probably is exactly where I am, but anyway. Because we were checking the apples. Okay, the 3 is here. And actually there should be 2 because we said that we wanted 2 locations, you say? So 2 locations have spawned because in this case there are 2 locations overall, right? So both locations have spawned and I did it by purpose, okay? So now the question is, if my harvesting is 0, let's put my harvesting to 0. What time is it? Midnight 13, fuck. My harvesting is 100, very bad. My harvesting 0. I have 0 harvesting, right? And I'm trying to harvest this. How do I see how much is required? I don't know. It doesn't tell me the skill, so I have no idea. Wow, I immediately ranked up. Did I get an apple or not? I got 10 apples, or I already had the apples? Oh no, you were not successful. Okay, I was not successful. Now, how do we know if he's using 10 or if he's using 60? Good question. I have to debug it to see it. Well, we can debug it, but not now. But basically I was not successful, but now I am harvesting level 1. I already ranked up. Let's go. Easy. You got some apple. Okay, I got 1 apple. I got one apple of quality 55. Of quality 55. And I have 10 apples of quality 300. Well, I get the apple of quality 55 because my skill is shit. Okay, so in theory this thing can be harvested 7 times. Oh my god, 7 times is gonna take me forever, but with the failures. But we said that the apple... no, 5 times. 7 times was the carrot. Okay. 5 times. I was not successful. So there is 1 succeed, 2 failure. 1 succeed, 2 failures. One succeed, 3 failure. No, 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 no. Shit. I'm not good at this. But I can rank up very quickly. No, it's becoming night. I was not successful. Oh my god, we are already... Yeah, but you see the non-successful doesn't count. Otherwise it would already gone... The tree would already disappeared. So all the non-successful do not count. Boom! I got some apple. Nice. Is it better now? No, it's quality 50. How did I get 55 before? I don't know. But anyway. 2 successful. Okay. Problem is that I have to go. 3 successful. Very nice. I'm getting apples now, huh? Quality 55, quality 50. If I get another quality, it will not fit in my inventory. Easy. Do-do. I kind of lost track, but we can count the apples, right? We are still not successful. But we got 3. We got 3 apples out of 5. I don't know if I should just provide you more apples with 1 run. It seems it's very hard though. I mean, it's true that I only have level 1. Actually, level 2 now. Level 3. Wow. Level 3. We went up very quickly. I'm still not successful. I got the damage, the health, and the hit detection working. Fantastic! Let's go, man. At 200 you get 10. I got another apple. Nice. So the next one in theory will have the 3 disappear. Right? In theory. If all works. Chung, 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 chung. Go away. Boof! I mean, the way it disappears is a bit brutal. And again, I wanted to have the apples disappear and the 3 to stay. But this is something that we will do in the future. Okay, so for the fruits, but yeah, it basically worked, right? It basically worked. So at the fifth time, it disappeared. Now in this location, I don't know exactly how many we have in this location, but I think this location we only have 2, right? So yeah, I think this one is only 2 locations. So now between 30 seconds and 2.3 seconds, no, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, this tree will respawn. And now in this case, it's very stupid because we only have 2 locations, right? So is a bit forced, right? It is kind of forced. But if we had multiple locations, like we have for the other, in certain cases we have like 7 locations, right? It will respawn in another place, and so you will have basically to search it, which is the whole point, right? So we can wait. And meanwhile, I just saw that there is something here. Ah, you see, there is another flower here. Ah no, there are the tubers. There are the tubers I can harvest. And there is another one there. I think are fairly visible anyway. When you know how they are, I mean, they are fairly visible. So like this one I got, I can go there, right? And search for another. So yeah. And just harvest everything. And this one also will disappear. I don't know, I'm a bit undecided between the respawn, I mean for the respawn time, right? For the respawn time. This one, for example, didn't respawn yet. Probably because 2 minutes didn't pass yet. But, I mean, it's randomizing, in theory it's randomizing between... I mean, assuming that that works, right? And assuming that that's correct, it should be randomizing between 30 seconds and 2 minutes and 30 seconds, right? That is what it should be doing. It's a bit strange that it doesn't respawn though. We can lower the time. I think 2 minutes went through already. I don't know if it makes the mistake to respawn it on the other one, but I don't think. I think I tested it and it was not doing it because it's randomizing between the non-active locations, right? But it's kind of strange that it's not showing up. I mean, unless that's not milliseconds, and then it becomes like 5 days. We can try with a lower value, but I have to go. I don't know why it's not respawning. That's very strange. That is very, very strange. Strange. So I have to check this obviously because if they don't respawn, we have a big problem, right? We have a big problem if it doesn't respawn. But I mean, it should be easy to fix because it's just you know, just the standard code for that. The code is very simple. It's not rocket science. So is in spawn manager. Is in spawn manager somewhere. Yes, it's this one. Natural resource respawn event. Choose a new random spot and spawns the resource, right? Yes. If res item group number is greater than 0, choose a random one from the available locations. From the available locations. That's not a good idea. Available meaning what? I think he may spawn it on top of the existing one. Because it seems that he's just taking the two locations and he's randomly choosing a number. Right? And so maybe he choose the same one and he spawned it on the same one. I think I have to check this because he may. I mean, I remember I did that, but probably. I mean, looking at this, it's just taking the item group number, right? And then it's doing what? And then it's just, yeah, spawning that. Set the remaining amount equal to the max. Yes. Yeah. I think this one. I think I need to change this. I think it responded on top of the existing one. How can we test this? In theory, if I harvest it 5 times successfully, it will disappear and there will be another 3 on it. In theory. We can try. So now it is a 10 harvest 3. I think there are two. One on top of the other. But in theory it should never happen, right? It should not work this way. You should select it only between the available spots. I mean, it's not bad in the sense that you will anyway. Yeah, you will harvest it. We will harvest it 2 times. Well, maybe it's okay actually. Maybe it's okay. I mean, I would prefer if he selects another location. How many apples we have? We have 9. 6 plus 3, right? We have 9. So the next one, it should disappear. If I get an apple. Unfortunately, I failed. And I failed again because I have to go to bed, and so the game is being annoying. Yeah, you see, I got the apple, but it didn't disappear. Or maybe it did, but there is another one exactly in the same location. I mean, that I don't know. I think anyway we should not spawn on top of the same one. I think is he went away now. So yes, actually he was on top of the same guy. Yeah, you see, he went away. He went away. But now I cannot harvest and the tree is here. What the fuck? Why? I cannot harvest and the tree is there. So there is a bit of a mess. Huh? There is something not working. I think that... Yes, because the location... Yeah, because the location... Yeah, because it removed only one and the other one remained. Yes. No, I cannot spawn the same location. If I spawn the same location, we are doing a mess. Because if there is already a mesh, you will have 2 meshes, one on top of each other, but then when you remove it, the previous one will remain. So I really need to change the way we search for the remaining the active locations. And by the way, we have it because we have the item group, right? The item group knows the item group is a resource, right? And a resource has the remaining amount. So if the remaining amount is 0, we can substitute it. If the remaining amount is not 0, we cannot substitute it. So I just have to, basically in this function here, I need to search only the ones that have zero remaining items, right? And those ones I can spawn. Yep. Exactly. By the way, there is a bit of a add 25% to the max. I don't remember why I did this. I think because we randomize it. So it can be slightly more. Yeah, it can be between the total and the total plus 25. So yeah, so some plants, if you say 5, some plants may have 6, right? If you say 10, some plants may have 12. Yeah, just to give a bit of a variation. Okay, guys, I have to go. But anyway, I think we did great. Basically, it's complete. We just need to test it a bit more, fix this bug, and then we can release it. And you will have hundreds of spots. I don't know how many spots we have in total, but, well, I can tell you, actually. How many spots we placed? The spots are... let me see. I think I'm interested to know how many spots we have. If I select count from natural resource items where reward ID, where item reward ID in this list, I can tell you how many spots we have now. Where reward ID, is this correct? Should be. Let me see. Should be hundreds. I don't know, maybe 100, 200, 300. I don't know. It should be quite a number. Wow, 648. Holy shit. 648, is this correct? Select count from natural resource items where item reward ID in that. Yes. We have 650 spots. 650 spots in the game, of which active. So when the server restarts, right? When the server restarts, you will have how many? You will have 37 multiplied by 2, right? So 74. So you will have 650 spots and 74 active. I don't know if 74 is really a lot. I think it would be nice if it's closer to 30%, so like 200 spots. But if I want to say 200 spots, right, I need to bump this number, active locations, right? So if I bump this number to 3 instead of 2, the problem is that certain locations like the apples only have 2, but I can say... I think I can say 3 for most of these guys. So you have 74 locations active. Is a lot, 74? I don't think it's that much considering the size of the land. I think 650 is a good number. I like it. But probably 74 is too low. I think I need to bump some of these numbers here. Anyway, I'm gone. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. If you want to click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, is always a good idea. And also remember that our game is actually released. So if you go under our website and go and click on download now, you can download it for Windows, for Linux, and for Mac. And you can play it right now. Bye. See you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.